Alright, so in this tutorial we are going to be talking about how to upload files and make sure you don't have to do it twice. I know there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve because we're switching to Drive, but I'm utterly confident once we get this down for a few weeks, we'll work out the kinks and it's going to be better. So things that we will be addressing. So we're going to be talking about how to use the Drive templates, any Drive template. You could create your own for any purpose, whether it's for lesson plans or for your formative data, anything like that. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Also, we're going to talk about if you have your plans in Microsoft. Ultimately, it probably be best you have the most functionality if you create your lesson plans and documents in Drive, because then you have the collaboration tools, so you guys could all work on the same document at the same time, and that's going to be where you save the most time. During 7th grade, I never inputted entire data sets. It was always a joint team effort, and if we do that, it will ensure that we're going to be it'll be better. So this is my dummy account. So this is not a real account. This is just one that I do trainings with. So if you see, I have got these folders. So the first thing I want to talk about is how to do our lesson plans quickly and easily. So if you go to EMS 2014 and 2015, you'll notice that right here it says possible GDoc lesson plan template. This is what I propose we're going to use, and it's going to ultimately be just turning into the math lesson template. These two right here I'm going to ask Mr. Nystrom, but they're going to be deleted more than likely because they do not translate well to Google Drive. They do not appear properly even if you keep it in the right format because of how small the cells are. So if you click on the Google Doc, you see it's virtually the same thing. We have all the same components. We have our Intervention Wednesday, everything. So, but if you notice, right here it says view only. I do not have editing rights to this. So this, and I did this to show Mr. Nystrom that it does wrap. Basically, as soon as you hit enter, it'll wrap. I was just testing it out there. So with this, you cannot edit it. This is purposeful. I do not want people editing the template because then we're going to have a template that's just getting changed all the time. What we need to do is we need to go File, and then we need to do Make a Copy. You could also do this while in this format by, if you check it, you go Make a Copy under the More drop-down box. So when you do that, look up here. It's going to say copy of possible lesson was created in my Drive. Depending on the sharing permission, sometimes we'll actually do it in here. But this says in my Drive, so I know where to locate it. So now when I click on this, I have full editing rights. Okay, so now I can edit it. I would rename it to the Week 1 T. Haston, August 11th, 2014 to 2015. I did that by simply clicking on the name, and every time you type on it, it automatically saves, so I don't have to worry about that. As soon as you edit it, it is live. Now, there's a few ways you could move this to where it's supposed to go. So when we're putting this into your folder, the way I always like to do it is I expand my Drive. If you do not have these items here, you need to look at the Shared with Me, select them, and drag them over to my Drive. That'll create a shortcut for you. That's imperative because you need to have this drop-down box. So looking at my Drive, if I want to bring this into my lesson plans, I simply grab it and drag it and drop it. And now that's automatically sharing it with everybody who's shared this folder. So if I click this folder, you see that I've got myself, Mr. Nystrom, and then my dummy account. Now, the other way you could do it, I go back to it. So right here, if I want to, I could simply go File, Move to Folder. Okay, there we go. And then I could choose that same folder there as well. So those are two ways that you can save that into your shared folder. Whatever's quickest for you, okay? Now, so that covers the Google Docs version. Now, the one thing I will stress to you, last year, past couple years of 7th grade, when we did lesson plans, there are certain things that would change at a weekly time, but for the most part, we were able to sit down as a PLC, and one teacher would do Monday, another teacher would do Tuesday, so forth, and we could work on it collaboratively. It made it very, very quick. And what I also did was, if you get stuck on something, hey, what should I, you have the ability to say, hey, I'm on Monday, I don't know what to put for concept. You verbally could say that, whether it's in the chat bar or whether it's in, if you're face to face, and immediately change it. Okay. Now, let's say I did something in a different Microsoft. If I did something in Microsoft, I'm not going to give you a tutorial on how to use Microsoft. If you're going to use Microsoft, you need to know how already. You go create. No, I'm sorry, you don't go create. You go upload. Now, if I just go upload files, and then I select this copy of the math lesson plan template, the XLS, that's a Excel spreadsheet. I select open. I'm going to upload and share it. Now, I'm going to convert it. I always try converting it first, but let me show you what happens if I convert this, because of the way that I formatted this. This is a good template. It's one that I created. Is that it? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Lesson plan template. There we go. So, if I open that, this one actually doesn't turn out too awful bad because it's just a template, but you notice these things are not great. I could actually edit this pretty well, but you notice that it's not exactly the way you'd want it to be. If I inputted a bunch of data in here, it comes out worse even than this. I've seen some. So if you upload the template, I guess that's a little more workable. Let me show you one more. If I go upload files, so that one was pretty workable. But let me go ahead and use. It was this one right here. Let me show you what happens. So I'm going to upload and share it. And then this one right here, when I take a look at it, you will see that everything is wrong. It's just not. That's not what this document's supposed to look like at all. It's completely messed up. So this is pretty much unusable. So what you're going to have to do, I'm going to open that same document. Let me get it in screen. Okay, so there's that same document. And I can't move my camera angle right now, but if you hit the file option, so if you go to the top and hit file, and then you go down to save as. So I got this, everybody knows file save as. So file save as, and now here's the thing. This is a Mac, but it's the same thing with a PC. Once you go file save as, you're going to select a PDF, and apparently my Mac does not allow me to save it as a PDF. Oh, there it is. Wow, Tim. Okay, so you save it as PDF. Okay. So once you save this as a PDF, okay, I've already got that on my desktop apparently. So you save that as a PDF. So I just saved that, let's say. That becomes a file that is just basically a giant picture of it. So now when I upload it, if I upload the file, and I go to 6th grade math ELA pacing PDF and open that, I'm going to upload it and share it. And this right here converts presentation spreadsheets and drawings. I'm using a PDF. I'm not converting the PDF, so I'm not converting this. And now if you take a look at this, it's actually proper. And I could hit open, and then you're able to see it a little better. The one drawback to this way is it takes some doing to actually be able to see it. We have to zoom in on it. When Mr. Nystrom and I were together, we're trying to look at some of these, and some of them were much more difficult to see on his screen. I'm able to get this to pop up pretty well. So that is the way you do it with the Microsoft. If you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me. If you just shoot me a question on email or text, I could try to create a video or something like that to help with anything you need. And I did not do this. What I should have. Oh no, I did it correct. Let me just go ahead and point this out. When I uploaded this, I made sure I was already in that Haston example. Okay. If you're going to upload a file or create a file for a folder, make sure you're already there. Okay. So if I want to share something with 7th grade math, I'm going to click 7th grade math. Now I'm going to create or upload. If I want to share with the Mr. Nystrom, and this has an example of my lesson plans, I'm going to make sure I create or upload while I'm already in that Haston example. That is the most important part. If you do that, then that will save your drag and dropping and trying to move and all that stuff. The only thing you really should have to drag and drop and move is if you're making a copy of a template. All right, I hope that was helpful, and let me know if you have any questions.